Hey, it's Colleen with Rope and Resellers, and I have a little explaining to do. I've been gone in California with my family, and then I flew to Vegas, went to eBay Open, which was amazing, and I'll talk about that a little bit as the weeks go on, and flew back to California and then drove back home. So right now I'm going to do July 17th through the 30th for sales. And then later on in the week, I'm hoping to post my sales from just this last week. So let's take a look at what I sold.
So first up was actually 3 lots combined. It was Legos. I had a huge bin that I decided to kind of divvy up, and I'll let you know sort of my thought process. So I did some base plates that went for $19.99. I think maybe some of this was on sale. And then I just had piles of just generic. So I put them into 5-pound lots, and that's actually a medium flat rate box. And that seems to be the best way. So I just filled that up twice. So what she bought was 2 of those, and then these base plates. And she bought them for $94.97, and that included shipping. So that was free shipping in it. So the bin probably cost me about 20. Well, the bin did cost me $20, but this was about $15 worth of that bin. So I still have another, the minifigures I pulled out, and I think there was another lot of base plates that I had pulled out. So I just said $15 for what she bought. It cost me $26.01 in fees and shipping for a total profit of $53.96, and those took 1 month to sell. Next, I sold the Canon Selfie. These really aren't worth very much. I was surprised it sold really fast, like within a day, for $9.99. They paid shipping $16.49. I paid $1 for it at a garage sale. $7.99 for shipping and fees for a total profit of $7.50. Here's a Friends mug that I've had forever, and this is one of my older listings, so I'm going to guess it was over 4 years old because I redid a few of them, and I've started redoing a few of them. This I redid a while ago, but so it finally sold. I took fresh pictures and sort of updated the listing. It sold for $18.99. It was on sale. $38.24 is what they paid. It went overseas. I think it went to Sweden. 25 cents at a thrift store, $23.01 for shipping, eBay, PayPal fees. $14.92 was my final profit on that. And it took, like I said, 4 years to sell. I don't buy mugs anymore. Bongo, even though I love selling them so much. Bongo women's shirt. I actually bought this because I thought it would be good for me, and it turned out to not be good for me. There's the tag. But it sold for $9.49, $12.26 because they paid shipping. I paid $1 for it at a rummage sale. It was $4.39 for shipping and fees for a total profit of $6.87, and that took 3 months to sell. This is a Madeline doll. She talked. She had some condition issues. I had a video up, but then of course they took down the ability to do video, and I know that there's another way that you can do it. I just haven't researched it. And she sold, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. So she sold for $18.99. I paid $1 for it at a garage sale. $8.89 in shipping and fees for a total profit of $9.10, and that took 15 months to sell. I had a silver tone tie tack. It was not silver. I don't think it had any kind of label on it as to who made it. It sold for $9.49. I picked it up for 50 cents. I bought a whole lot of things in a little baggie and paid $5, and there were about 10 things in there, so 50 cents. $4.06 shipping for a total profit of $4.93, and that took 7 months to sell. Okay, men's Patagonia khaki duck shorts. I thought they were the stand-up shorts, but they're not. They were size 38, so that's a pretty good size. I sold them for $28.49. I paid $1 for them at a rummage sale. $9.49 for shipping and fees for a total profit of $18, and they took a month to sell. Boston Red Sox hat. So these were custom made, I guess. I don't know. Some guy referred to the person who bought it, so maybe it was made there, but they were made in the USA. You can see from the tag that they were made in the USA. It's vintage. I also have another one that has Michigan, but I guess they're a thing. People collect them. I sold it for $22. Someone made me an offer just as I was leaving town to go to California and eBay Open. $22 was my offer. I accepted it. $2 at a garage sale. $5.56 for shipping and fees for a total profit of $14.44, and it took 8 months to sell. So this Colorado Rockies shirt, it's like a jersey type shirt. It was made by Majestic. It sold for $18.99, 50 cents at a garage sale. $5.91 for shipping and fees for a total profit of $12.58. That took 4 months to sell. Prana, it's this label right here that I've been doing pretty well with. Tank top bra. It's like I don't know, a sports bra that you can wear out in public because it's like a yoga bra, I guess, or a yoga shirt. Anyway, it sold for $14.24. This came out of this is the first thing I think to come out of the consignment store where I take stuff to the Goodwill for them for $10. $4.78 shipping and fees for a total profit of $8.96. That took 3 weeks to sell. So there's my profit back almost with just one shirt. Levi's 513 men's gray. I think it did have a little, yeah, it had a little light. You could barely see it staining. 513s. I don't think these are anything remarkable. The only thing that made them kind of unique was this black patch. Anyway, those sold for $24.99. That also came out of the consignment bag. $9.06 shipping and fees, $15.43, and those took 2 weeks to sell. So that consignment store is working out. Now this thing sold before I left, and then he canceled it, or it sold like the day I left or something, and then he canceled it. So I just quick relisted it, and then it sold in a day. So obviously it's something that people are desiring. I've had this sitting in my basement forever, and I was finally tired of tripping over it, so I listed it for $29.99, which is what I got for it. It was a pain to ship because it was huge and trying to find the right box. $38.33 is what they paid total because they paid shipping. I spent $5 for this at a garage sale, but I actually bought a whole bunch of guns. This was part of a big lot. I think there was 4 or 5 guns in it. Anyway, $13.25 for shipping and fees for a total of $20.08. And like I said, that took, when I originally listed it only took a couple days, and then when I relisted it only took a couple days. So that's a Nerf long shot. If you're ever out looking at Nerf guns, make sure they work. I had my kids test them out on each other. That was great fun. Vintage Navy hat, baseball hat. I don't think this is any kind of military issue or anything. It was bought by someone overseas, and I can't remember which country. I want to say Germany. I sold it for $24.99, $58.06. So they paid shipping. 50 cents. I must have bought this at a garage sale. $38.47 for shipping and fees for a total profit of $19.09. And that took 3 months to sell. This is about the worst photography I think I've ever done recently. I was bad in the beginning. I did a flat lay, and I just don't like the way that looks. But anyway, it sold. These were mine, and I just didn't like the way they fit. They were kind of a boxy fit. So I sold them for $12.99. They paid shipping $19.49 is what they ultimately gave me. They didn't cost me anything because they came out of my closet. $8.95 for shipping and fees for a total profit of $10.54. They took 4 months to sell. They were just flannel lined Land's End pants. They're nothing remarkable, and I probably wouldn't have sold them except for I was going to donate them anyway, so may as well make a little money on them. And I did. This was out of my dad's estate. He collected swords and had lots and lots of books about swords. So I tried Amazon. It went all the way to the Amazon warehouse and all the way back. I liquidated when they were offering free shipping. It never sold. It was looking like it was going to sell pretty well there for a while on Amazon, and it just never did. So it sold on eBay, $29.99. I paid shipping. Like I said, it didn't cost me anything. So $7.75 for shipping and fees for a total profit of $22.24. Took 8 months to sell. Last but not least, I sold a Christmas item, another mug, which like I said, I don't usually pick up mugs. Thank goodness they've been selling for me lately. I don't know, maybe it's just, I don't know, getting ready for winter or something. But this sold for $14.99. They paid shipping $25.27 is what I collected total. Paid 25 cents for this at the thrift store. $13.31 for shipping and fees for a total profit of $11.71. That took 3 years to sell. So here's everything I sold for the last 2 weeks. Total $383.58 is what I collected for items. $470.29 is what eBay and my husband see. $29 for cost of goods. The biggest bit was $15 for the Legos. But to me, I guess that was worth it because I made almost $100 on that. Well, okay, never mind. If you look at how much I really made, I made like $50 on that. Anyway, 179 shipping and fees for a total profit of $250.35. So remember, this is for 2 weeks, so that's quite a bit lower. But I wasn't listing anything. I was enjoying time with my family, going to eBay Open, so it's sort of like getting a paid vacation is kind of how I look at it. 107. So I had some merch sales. I sold 17 shirts while I was gone, which is great. I made an extra $100 on that, so I almost made the $400 I shoot for. And I know July is ridiculous slow. Everybody says it's your slowest month, and I can't remember how much I made last year, but eBay tells me I'm up from last year, so I guess I can't complain too much. I wish it was a little bit higher, but that's what December's for. So 358.26 total profit.
So, not super great, but it is July, and I'm getting to spend some quality time with my family, and it's summer, and I'm not going to worry about it. So, I had an amazing time at eBay Open and learned a ton. Maybe not as much as last year, just because some of it was repeat information, but networking means a lot. I met a really nice couple from the Carolinas, and they run an estate business. So they do estate sales for people, and they were just so nice. And I ended up joining their Facebook group, and that was totally worth it. Just meeting those people and kind of getting to pick their brain about how they think. When they set up an estate sale, I had to ask them, so is it, do you get a lot of pickers at your estate sale? And they said, no, we don't price for pickers. We price for people that are collectors or need the items. So on the last day, they said they start to make bargains with people, and that's when they get the majority of their pickers. So that was good advice, because sometimes I've been going to estate sales on the very first day, at the very first moment, and have been disappointed with the pricing. So now that I know, maybe some of the estate sale organizers cater to pickers at the end, and they're more willing to do bargains. And I have heard that a little bit from other pickers as well for some of the estate sale companies around here. So anyway, that's not my tip. My tip is I got to go to at eBay Open, have them look at my store. So we got 20 minutes if you signed up for it, and you got to be with the sales rep. And of course, I'm complicated. And so this cute young thing was trying to answer my questions, and I kept trying to get answers out of her. And she just, I don't think, she was competent. She totally knew what was going on. And you could tell she had sold on eBay, but I had some more specific things I wanted to ask. And one of them was about relisting versus sell similar, because some people have said sell similar, and they've heard from eBay reps that that's the better way to go, and some have said that you just need to relist it. So anyway, she didn't have an answer for me, so I got a hold of, well, she did, the floor manager, and so I had her attention pretty much for my whole 20 minutes, and we were talking quite a bit. So one of the things she said was, don't sell similar. She said to keep it as a relist, especially because of the category I mostly sell in is collectibles. And she said that they're not going to pull those at all. I don't know if you've heard, but some people have been asked to pull their listings after 6 or what is it, 18 months or something. Um, or longer. And she said that collectibles is one of those ones that they're not going to make do that, so that I didn't have to worry. They understood that collectibles is a long tail uh, item, and that you need to wait around a little while for people to buy your stuff. So she said go ahead and relist, because that number has a huge history and it tells eBay a lot of stuff, and they can see when you revise something. So her suggestion was to not sell similar. She said to relist it. So, and that was the other thing, was that I got to see exactly what she was talking about. So they had their monitor turned towards us. And I didn't realize this, that the sales reps can actually see every time that you relisted something, every time you modified it, every time you put it on sale, every time you did anything to that listing at all. There's a whole little column on one side of the page that they can see, the customer service rep can see exactly what you've done to that listing. So they used one of my listings that was older as an example, and they're like, no, it's totally fine. What you need to do is, rearrange the gallery pictures, rewrite the title a little bit, play around with that, add item specifics. That was the other thing they said, was to take what I had written in the description, because I used to write really long descriptions. She said make item specifics out of that description. So you could add your measurements if it's clothing or if it's an item, and you could say height, and then you could include that, because somebody might be looking for a specific height for a cabinet or something. So those were all really great suggestions. So I just wanted to pass that on to you. Basically, my takeaway was that I don't have to worry about my collectible stuff, although it's good to revise things and see why it hasn't sold. They're not worried about it, so now I'm not quite so worried about it. I will go through some of my old listings like I wanted to, but I'm not worried that they're going to get pulled anymore, and to relist and not sell similar. So that's just one of the many things I learned at eBay Open. It was a great event. I'm really glad I went, and if you can afford it, it is a write-off. You should try to go too. So with that, I hope you have a good week. I'm going to try to get up just this most recent week later this week. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.